Admiral Swaminathan, General Raja Subramani, General Khandare, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I'm indeed very happy to be here, and I thank ET for giving me this opportunity of talking to you today. Admiral Swaminathan has presented the geostrategic construct that we are facing today. But let me, for the sake of completeness, highlight that we are moving from a unipolar world to a multipolar world. And based on the size of our economy and growing economy, India is going to play a major role in the days to come. In addition, our Prime Minister has laid us a clear vision. He wants the nation to become a developed nation by 2047. He also wants the nation to become Atmanirbhar, especially in defense, and become a technology leader and a provider of solutions and systems for the entire world. So the role that each of us has to play has been clearly defined for us. In addition, if you see, the nature of warfare is changing dramatically. The domains have now expanded from the traditional land, sea, and air to now include cyber, space, as well as information. Several new emerging technologies which have disproportionate effect on warfare have emerged in recent years. I think some of them Admiral Swaminathan has already mentioned. But AI, quantum technologies, hypersonic technologies, advanced manufacturing, advanced materials, these are going to play a very disruptive role in how future wars will be fought and who wins future wars. So if we have to meet these challenges, we have to address on how we have been doing our R&D, how we need to address our R&D in the days to come. At DRDO, we are aware of these challenges, and we have already started the reform process to see how we can leverage the whole of nation to meet these emerging challenges and deliver on our Prime Minister's vision. So in my address today, I will highlight some of the initiatives that we have taken. To start with, to leverage the expertise which already exists in the civilian sector in the R&D domain, we have formed 15 centers of excellence in 15 prominent academic institutions within the country. And these are not the usual centers of excellence. These are DRDO Industry Academia Centers of Excellence. In each of these centers of excellence, we have identified areas depending on the expertise of the center. And each center is going to follow the hub and spoke model. We expect these centers of excellence to eventually grow into the MITs and the Stanfords of the world and create an ecosystem of innovation around them. We have recently come up with a policy where startups also will be able to engage with these centers of excellence and deliver the desired results. So this is one initiative we have taken to energize the ecosystem around us. The second major initiative that we have taken is to open 5 young scientists laboratories within DRDO. So these are laboratories where the director of the laboratory and all scientists working in that laboratory are below the age of 35. And they are working in all these disruptive technologies that we have discussed. We hope that these young scientist laboratories will act as startups within the DRDO ecosystem and deliver quick, innovative solutions to our services to give them the element of surprise when they take on their enemies. So this is the second major initiative that we have taken to meet the emerging challenges. The third major initiative that we have taken is to start the Technology Development Fund. This fund is meant for industries, especially MSMEs, not only to do indigenization of existing products, systems, subsystems, but also to carry out development on new systems or new technologies. Recently, Honorable Raksha Mantri has granted us permission to increase the funding from rupees 10 crore per project to rupees 50 crore per project. We have also now introduced, based on the recommendations of the Kakodkar Saraswat Committee, a portion of these funds can also be used to fund cutting-edge projects, the equivalent of what DARPA funds in the US, where the risks of failure are high. As you are aware, we had a lacuna in our system where nobody wanted to fund high-risk projects because our audit system wants all projects to be successful. That results in only incremental R&D being funded. But with this new scheme, we hope we'll be able to jumpstart development of cutting-edge technologies that we need. We are also looking at how to improve the skilling of the youth within the country. We are working with academia to start defense technology programs at master's level. We are also looking at ITIs and allowing them to work in our laboratories to improve their skills. I'm quite sanguine that in the next 5 to 10 years, the extent of defense R&D ecosystem in the country will definitely be much larger than what it is today. However, there is a word of caution. Today, as a nation, we spend 0.68% of our GDP on R&D. And that too, primarily, it is the government which does the spending. if we have to really become a technology leader and a world leader, this R&D spend has to increase. If you see most of the developed countries who have aspirations to become world leaders, they spend between 2 to 3% of their GDP on R&D. So I request my industry friends who are here today that just don't look at the government for R&D spending. Please look at how you can also catalyze the R&D capabilities within the country by increasing the R&D spend. And with the government's Atmanirbharta policy and the procurement policy, I'm sure the opportunities for industries is quite large today. And with the kind of interest that we are getting from foreign countries, I was in Tarang Shakti yesterday, I can say that the export market is also going to be open to our industry. Another aspect which I briefly mentioned in the beginning, but I want to highlight before I end my speech, is in these disruptive technologies, it's the civilian space which is leading. Usually, if you look at historically, it's the military which used to lead, and those technologies later used to diffuse into the civilian sector. But if you look at today in AI, in quantum technologies, or even in additive manufacturing, it's the civilian sector which is leading. 5G communication, 6G communication. So if we have to become a leading defense nation, we have to learn to utilize the expertise in our civilian sector for our defense needs. And DRDO, we are trying to work with industries. In fact, in all our mission mode projects, we now have 2 DCPP partners. So we work with industries right from the beginning of our development. So let me conclude my speech by saying that the future is bright for defense sector, defense R&D within the country. And if we all work together collaboratively, I'm sure we'll be able to meet the aspirations of our Honorable Prime Minister. So thank you for your kind attention, and Jai Hind.